Honey, you did a good job today. Have you checked with your company about the temporary return to California? Since Danny's primary school graduation is coming up, I really hope you can come home. Do you think you can take some time off? I know there's a time difference, but please reply, even if it's at midnight. I'll be waiting.
Veronica, you're already asleep? Let me tell you something, assuming you don't reply. I can't go back to California temporarily. Actually, I'll never go back there. I'm divorcing you. I found a better woman than you at my workplace. Her name is Erica. She's a beautiful local and speaks fluent English. She's always wanted to come to the States, so she studied English really hard. Admirable, right? Thanks to that, I fell in love at first sight and approached her smoothly. I fell in love at first sight, and then I fell in love with her even more, and now I can't live without her. In fact, we are already living together in an apartment I'm renting over here. Stroking her silky black hair and saying good morning to her every morning brings me comfort and happiness. That's why I bet you can understand my feelings. I'm marrying Erica, so let's get divorced. I'm giving you the custody of Danny, too. I have no interest in his primary school graduation, nor do I have the intention to raise him. I won't be able to attend the graduation ceremony, but I'm coming back to California with Erica in a month or so. Therefore, both you and Danny gotta get out of the house by then. 1 month should be enough time to move out, right? Me and Erica are going to live in that house, so keep it clean. Oh, yeah, leave me the divorce papers. Make sure your section is filled out properly. Okay, so that's it. I'm going out to dinner with Erica now. Take care.
Wait, what? Hey, John, you were cheating on me? A beautiful black-haired woman? I know you have a stash of DVDs of that kind of thing, but I didn't expect you to do it in real life. No wonder you've been so slow to respond to my texts lately. Even with the time difference, it's definitely weird that it takes you 3 days to respond. As for Danny's graduation ceremony, you kept giving me vague responses whenever I asked. I feel like you've become distant lately. You seem so thrilled to flaunt around your cheating badge of honor. Fine, I'll leave now. However, I will not agree to the divorce unless you show me who she is. We'll discuss all of this after you return to California. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wow, got a crazy bunch of notifications, and it's you, Veronica. I see. You want to know about her. Well, I'll send you her picture for starters. She's very beautiful that you'll have to admit defeat now, so be prepared before you see her. Hey, she's beautiful, right? Once I got to know such a beautiful woman, of course I can't stay married to an ugly like you. It's like Caucasian people have ugliness run in their blood. When I moved to Tokyo by myself, I realized that I have been surrounded by such low-level women. Your son is ugly too, obviously. I don't even recognize him as my son. I'm gonna have a pretty Asian child with Erica. That'll be my real child. I don't deserve an ugly wife and an ugly son. Besides, Erica is such a pretty but underprivileged little thing. Her parents died when she was very young,
so she's been living alone for a long time. I heard some people say bad things about her. She says she wants to move to California when I come back. I have to protect her. You and Danny should go live in poverty like an ugly mother and son. From now on, I'm gonna live supporting Erica.
Miss Smith, I'm sorry to bother you on your day off. I have an urgent announcement to make.
Oh, Veronica, what's up?
I found that Erica woman you mentioned before.
Erica? Where in the world is she?
She seems to be overseas right now. She's been messing around with my husband.
Overseas? Your husband?
My husband's been sent on an international assignment for the past 2 years, and he's due to return home in a month after completing that term. The other day, he revealed the affair to me and said he was divorcing me. I told him to send me a picture of the person he was having an affair with, and it turned out to be Erica. It's her, right?
Yes, it's her. No wonder I couldn't find her. She was running away overseas. We haven't even settled things between us. This is really abominable. Anyway, thanks for the info.
I can help you if you want.
Oh, you don't mind?
Yeah, it's fine. It's my business now, too. I feel bad if I don't make them pay for Danny's sake. They're planning to live in my house when they return to California, so if you want to catch them, this is the time to do it.
They are gonna live in that house?
Apparently so.
I see.
Well then, let's strategize. Can you give me some time tomorrow after work?
If you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. The sooner we act, the better, right?
Yeah, true. How about the family restaurant across from the office around 3 p.m.?
Roger. Hey, Veronica. I just arrived at the airport. You left home yet? I brought Erica with me, so I don't want her to run into you or Danny and get into trouble.
I already left.
Oh, I see. Did you clean your room?
Well, I cleaned up before we moved out. But I didn't leave the divorce papers.
Oh, seriously? I know you don't want to divorce me. It's all a matter of feelings, but too bad. There's no point in comparing you, a purely Caucasian woman, with a beautiful Japanese. Give up and get a divorce.
Yes, whatever. You'll have to talk to my lawyer about it.
Lawyer? Why?
If you're divorcing me because of your affair, you'll have to pay alimony, right? And I'll get custody of Danny, of course, but I need you to pay child support.
Dang. Oh, I see. So that's how it's gonna be.
You're really an idiot, aren't you?
Huh?
I don't want to face you guys anyway, so you can just go home.
Oh, I see. I have to show up at work straight from the airport, so I was supposed to let Erica go home first. I'll give you credit for being so thoughtful.
Well, I'm back to work. My lawyer will contact you later, so please go through them from now on.
Okie dokie. I was a little bummed about the alimony and child support, but considering the market rate, well, it's not much to pay. After all, I've been promoted as soon as I return to work in California. If I can get rid of you guys for that much, it's a small price to pay. Get your ass over here, lawyer! Hey, Veronica! Did you do this?
seems like you made it home.
Yeah, but there's a couple boomers and a woman in her 40s I don't know.
Yep, I offered them a place for today.
These boomers are clearly white, and they're calling themselves Erica's parents.
Well, they are. That Erica woman is Caucasian.
What?
You were talking about getting married, but you don't know anything about her, do you?
Huh? What are you talking about? Of course, Erica's Japanese. This is a lie. Her hair is black.
She just dyed it.
Her eyes are black.
Colored contact lenses.
She has this East Asian white skin tone.
It's just white.
And her face is almost Japanese.
I'd say she has some Japanese blood in her. And plastic surgery.
She looks really tiny and cute.
Again, plastic surgery.
What?
Her mom says she's a full-body plastic surgery cyborg, and she's had a lot of work done to make her look Japanese. You're happy and admire her for her English, but of course, since she's born and raised here in the States.
I don't get it. What the heck?
You're kidding. It's fine that you want to have a baby with her, but that baby is surely gonna be white. I heard that they brought Erica's birth certificate and other things that could be evidence of plastic surgery. Why don't you ask them to show it to you there now?
Babe, I've decided no divorce. I'm choosing to stay married to you. Getting deceived by Erica made me realize who I truly loved. That cunning bitch blinded me, but you are the one I truly love, Veronica. I'll continue to provide for you and Danny.
Huh? No thanks.
What? Don't say that, babe.
Are you saying that because you've got tricked, you're the victim and it's not your fault?
But that's the truth. I'm sorry I got a little blinded by the sight of Erica. But I'm a man. I can't help it. If you saw a handsome young guy walking down the street, you'd want to talk to him too, right?
I wouldn't.
I can't believe you cheating bastard. You're such a jerk for cheating with a young woman when you have a son. You called me and Danny ugly. I won't forget that. Don't be so cold. That's what's wrong with you, white women. Excuse me? Sorry, that's not what I meant. I'm saying that forgiving me will be good for Danny. When I come back, I can get a promotion at the head office. I'll be paid more than I've ever been paid. I'll be able to give you guys a comfortable life. If you divorce me, you'll have to raise Danny by yourself. There's no way you can do that with the little money you make. That's why you shouldn't divorce me.
How can you lie after all this time?
What do you mean? What lie?
You're lying and you're wrong. You don't know why Erica was overseas. The woman in her 40s who was there, you talked to Miss Smith, didn't you?
Yeah. Erica had an affair with Mrs. Smith's ex-husband. She found out and asked for alimony. Erica didn't want to pay, so she ran away and went abroad. Where she met me, a Californian guy with a crush on a beautiful Japanese woman. She thought that if she got married and changed her last name, it might be harder for her to be found back in California. Thus, she started a relationship with me. Seems like that was the reason why Erica was bad-mouthed.
That's what Miss Smith told me earlier. But because I know Miss Smith, so Erica was exposed. It was an unexpected miscalculation on Erica's part, and that's why we are in this situation.
Why the hell do you know Miss Smith?
Because she's my colleague.
What the? You're her colleague? But she said she worked for a famous company.
I work there too. It's a full-time job, and the salary is higher than yours.
What? That's definitely a lie. Because you never once talked about that. You were only working part-time at the local supermarket.
Let me ask you a question. You said you needed money to live in Tokyo, and you didn't send me any money at all. $200 a month at most, or worse, nothing at all. Do you really think that's enough to sustain life with our son in primary school? I have been working full-time for 2 years when you went away on your own. And I will continue to work in order to raise my son on my own. I'm gonna keep working.
You're lying. Then what I said at home.
I heard all. And the fact that you got demoted and your salary went down instead of getting a promotion.
That's a problem for me too. The company found out that I was having an affair with Erica while I was in Tokyo. They said they can't promote such an insolent employee. Soon after I returned to California, I was transferred to a quieter position. But it was all Erica's fault. It's not my fault.
It won't change the fact that you are cheating on me.
I decided to break up, so...
Even if you broke up, the fact remains that you cheated on me. And you even have the audacity to lie about your promotion to get back together with me. The company demoted you, and if I divorce you, you'd have nothing left. You talk so auspiciously for Danny's sake, but in reality, all you think about is you, don't you? I really despise you for that.
Don't be so stubborn, okay? You don't really want a divorce, do you?
No, I do. In fact, I'd like to do it right now.
Then why didn't you leave the divorce papers? Because you're still hung up on me.
Now is the best time since all the penalties are finalized. I learned from Miss Smith's president.
All the penalties?
I mean alimony. I'm gonna charge you. I'm also going to charge Erica.
Oh, dang.
Of course, you'll have to pay it all in one lump sum.
Wait, I told you earlier, right? I got demoted and my salary went down.
So?
Well, I don't think a lump sum is... I can't pay you, right?
Well, it's a you problem. You have to pay in a lump sum. And child support for Danny in addition to the alimony. I'll have you pay me a fixed amount every month.
Oh, no.
Anyway, a lawyer will be coming to see you at a later date. So please say what you want to say then.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. You seem to have forgotten something important, so let me remind you.
What? What?
The house we are renting now is in my name.
What?
When we first started living in the house, it was in your name. But when it came to time to renew the lease, you were sent to Tokyo. I thought it might be a good idea to change the name of the house to my name since I am the one who actually lives in the house. We talked about it together.
That's right. I remember now.
Well then, please get the hell out of there.
Oh no, but where should I go?
Don't worry, babe. Your father should be here to pick you up soon.
Dad!
I tried to explain the situation over the phone, but I could feel his rage. You had better be prepared.
Stop threatening me! He's really scary!
I know.
Gosh!
See you, babe.
Veronica, thanks for yesterday.
I'm sorry you had to offer your home.
I really appreciate your help.
It must have been hard for you to be in direct confrontation with all the parties involved.
Well, that's what I wanted. It's refreshing to have a face-to-face confrontation with the infamous Erica.
Thanks for all.
Oh, and by the way, after you and John talked on WhatsApp yesterday...
Oh, yes?
5 minutes later, his father arrived. He shouted, "What a fool!" and gave him a bitch slap.
That sounds so painful.
John was shaking and on his knees apologizing. His father picked him up and threw him into the car. Then he bowed out and drove away.
I can imagine. He's an athletic man at heart. I'm sure there will be a harsher rewards waiting for him at their home.
I see. I feel better when I imagine that.
I feel you.
Okay, then shall we move on to taking care of each of them?
Let's do it.
Let's have dinner after everything settles down. Take Danny with you.
Sounds good.
Let's do our best to clean up the mess. Gotcha.
I divorced my husband and received a lump sum of alimony from both him and Erica, as I had declared. Miss Smith also recovered the full amount she had claimed from Erica. My ex still works at the company where he was demoted and endures severe scrutiny from his colleagues and superiors. He pays Danny's child support every month without fail. I wasn't sure whether or not to tell Danny about the incident. But now that he is in middle school, I took the plunge and told him honestly. He said that a father who cheats on his wife is a jerk. Of course I should get divorced. He aspires to become a lawyer, hoping to earn a lot of money in the future so that he could make my life easier. I now work hard to support Danny's dream. My friendship with Miss Smith deepens, and the three of us, including Danny, occasionally go out to eat together. Rumor has it that Erica was disowned by her parents. I heard that she left this town and is somewhere else working some job that she can't tell people about.